Good Thursday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Well, we made it over the hump, and we're in the home stretch toward the weekend. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up today. We have the truth of the day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and today, in an entertainment spotlight, you being part of my conversation with Nicole Souza. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Thursday headlines. In national news, Congressman Benny Thompson discusses COVID-19 relief bill, civil lawsuit against Donald Trump. Congressman Benny Thompson voiced about the latest COVID-19 relief bill and his civil lawsuit against the former president on Tuesday during a panel discussion by Jackson State University in Mississippi. Congressman Thompson discussed President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief bill, which is expected to be passed by the House this week. Under the proposal, Americans could see another stimulus check by the middle of March. As another stimulus payment, a little bit higher, $1,400, hopefully that payment will be in by the 15th of March, Congressman Thompson said. That is the deadline for the unemployment to run out for those individuals unemployed. Congressman Michael Guest went to social media to express his thoughts. Every day we find more and more unnecessary spending and liberal priorities in the Democrat stimulus bill. This legislation does little to help the economy or reopen schools. Americans deserve better, Congressman Guest said. Congressman Thompson also discussed Tuesday in his panel with JSU the lawsuit he filed against former President Donald Trump and others over the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. Congressman Thompson and members of the NAACP said President Trump incited the violence. Former President Trump's representatives argue he did not incite the violence at the Capitol on January the 6th. Congressman Thompson filed a civil lawsuit after Trump was acquitted in the Senate impeachment trial. In more national news, FDA says single-dose shot from Johnson & Johnson prevents severe COVID. Johnson & Johnson's single-dose vaccine offers strong protection against severe COVID-19, according to an analysis released on Wednesday by U.S. regulators that sets the stage for a final decision on a new and easier-to-use shot to help tame the pandemic. The long-anticipated shot could offer the nation a third vaccine option and help speed vaccinations by requiring just one dose instead of two. Food and Drug Administration scientists confirmed that overall, the vaccine is about 66% effective at preventing moderate to severe COVID-19 and about 85% effective against the most serious illness. The agency also said Johnson & Johnson's shot is safe. The analysis is just one step in the FDA's evaluation. On Friday, the agency's independent advisors will debate if the evidence is strong enough to recommend the shot. With that advice, the FDA is expected to make a final decision within days. The COVID-19 death toll in the U.S. topped 500,000 this week, and the vaccination drive has been slower than hoped, hampered by logistical and weather delays. So far, about 44.5 million Americans have received at least one dose of vaccine made by Pfizer or Moderna, and nearly 20 million of them have received the second shot required for full protection. Tests showed the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines were 95% effective at protection against symptomatic COVID-19. Johnson & Johnson tested a single-dose option in 44,000 adults in the U.S., Latin America, and South Africa. Different mutated versions of the virus are circulating in different countries, and the FDA analysis cautioned that it's not clear how well the vaccine works against each variant. In more national news, Chief says Capitol Police were unsure about using force on January the 6th. Police officers who defended the Capitol during the January 6th insurrection did not properly lock down the building and were unsure of the rules for using deadly force against the rioters, according to the acting chief of the Capitol Police. In a statement submitted for a House hearing Thursday, the chief provides new details about the law enforcement response to the Capitol riot and the problems that hobbled the police response. The statement fills in crucial new details as lawmakers begin investigating what went wrong the day of the attack. And finally, in more national news, lucky to be alive, Woods faces difficult recovery. In a career filled with remarkable comebacks, Tiger Woods faces perhaps his toughest recovery of all. The golf star was driving alone on a sweeping downhill stretch of road through coastal Los Angeles suburbs when his SUV struck a raised median, crossed into oncoming lanes, and flipped several times. The crash caused significant injuries to Woods' right leg, and he underwent what was described as a long surgical process at Harbor UCLA Medical Center. The chief medical officer said Woods shattered bones in his lower leg in multiple places. Some of his fractures went through the skin and were stabilized by a rod, while screws and pins were used for his ankle and foot injuries. A statement on Woods' Twitter account said he was awake and recovering. I will say that it's very fortunate that Mr. Woods was able to come out of this alive, said Carlos Gonzalez, a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy who was the first to arrive after a neighbor called 911. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Investigate new ideas. Expand your worldview by questioning traditional beliefs. As you become receptive to the wide range of beliefs that exist in our world, you expose yourself to new ideas, thoughts, cultures, and even foods. This provides you with a greater awareness of the world around you. It is this new awareness level that allows you to question your beliefs and values. Even though it may seem like turning away from the traditional is not something you can or want to do, this questioning behavior helps you to progress further on your life journey. When you truly inquire and mix ideas from other worldviews, you can come to a realization of the values, thoughts, or ideas that meet your own needs. Today, investigate new ideas and enjoy the day.
Nicole Souza is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Nicole Souza joined me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about her new amazing film, 32 Weeks, and what it's been like for her to be a creative and do work that she loves. Here's a bit of our conversation.
It's great to have a bright spot here in 2021 to be able to celebrate, and that being 32 weeks. What has it been like for you, Nicole, to see the way that people are responding to your starring role in this?
Honestly, I've just been completely blown away by how it's been received. We filmed this back in August of 2018, I believe, and
oh, wow.
Here we are. Yeah, I know. Here we are like a year and a half later, and seeing it, coming all together in such, as everyone says, unprecedented times. It's been, I guess a light at the middle of the tunnel for me to have that come out. And, it's been a year of not as much creativity for me and for, everyone in the industry. So in that aspect, I'm really grateful for it, and, be able to share that with my friends and family, and also, just the world. It's really been so much more widely received than I could have ever expected. A small budget film. It was, really skeleton crew, just a great group of people, honestly just having an amazing time, and to see it come out and have been received so well by so many people across literally the world, and to have some incredible, critics give it great accolades and say really kind things. It's been such an honor, honestly, the honor of my career, to say the least.
Wow. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll be happy to get on tomorrow to wrap up this week. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's make it a great one.